So this will be a brand new series I'll be starting up called The Money is the Only Thing That's Guaranteed. And this will be volume 1 starring Jordan Poole. As Andre Iguodala spoke about what kind of led to Poole's exit. And, you know, in the NBA right now, as we see guys like Damian Lillard thinking that there's some sort of loyalty that's owed after 11 seasons, he should go to his destination, which is Miami, no matter what the cost is for the Blazers. Or even Jrue Holiday winning a championship for the Bucks sending him off to Portland. At the end of the day, the NBA is a business. And guys are going to have to kind of restart from scratch year in, year out. Even if they won a championship, they kind of start from zero the following year. And they're expendable if the team did so at any moment. And Jordan Poole, after winning the NBA championship in 2022, he may have overestimated his value to the Golden State Warriors, particularly with something that he may never even thought of, and that is to the new CBA. See, last season, if Jordan Poole didn't really prove his value after landing that contract, with the new CBA that punishes teams that are built like the Warriors that overspend, they pretty much are going to be locked in with that roster. So he should have viewed himself as that, hey, the Warriors might not want to keep me here if I'm expensive and things aren't working out. So unfortunately, it flipped on him. And the Warriors were kind of right for actually pivoting off of Jordan Poole due to chemistry issues, but also his contract is just large. They wouldn't be able to even trade any players, pick up players. It's just a lot of restrictions when you're over the cap. And even with them getting rid of Jordan Poole, they're still about like $25 million to like almost $30 million over the second apron. So the Warriors are going to have a lot of pivoting to do even this season and the following season to get themselves either close to the apron or just under it so they can maneuver. They're going to get draft picks frozen. They're going to have the ability to trade away draft picks is going to become limited. There's a lot of restrictions when your team becomes expensive under this new CBA. But Andre Iguodala gave insight to some of the issues that kind of led to Jordan Poole's exit. You guys check it out, and every once in a while, I'll check in.
And so we talk about Jordan Poole. Bro, I compare it to the JaVale McGee situation with Shaq and the Fool. And I played with JaVale on 2 different teams. So I've seen his work ethic. I've seen him lock in. I've seen him dominate games. I've seen his moments where he's 7'1" and his falls look so awkward that it's a funny in the moment and then it's magnified, and then now you're taking one moment away from his 20 minutes where he actually played good. And Jordan Poole had defensive moments last year. And that's my brother. Like, I would be like, bro, like, I'm about to flip sides with these fans. if you fall on purpose one more time to not play defense, I had this joke. And he's my brother. He knows this. Like, I love him to death. But I would tell him, Jordan, it looks like you're trying not to try. Do you know how much energy it takes to try to not to try? It takes less energy to try. Yeah, exactly. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
And so,
I know exactly what you're saying.
But then it was, it looked like it could have been a rebel in there. Like, no, man, I'm second on the team in scoring. And you know how we grew up when we first got in the league? If you were a bucket, you got to take off on the other end.
So right there, you see Jordan Poole kind of overestimating being the second leading scorer on the team. He's probably looking at Klay Thompson's salary. Yo, Jordan Poole's a cocky motherfucker, man. I'm not going to lie. But he kind of overestimated him being the second leading scorer in the team, not realizing that when Klay had that position, he was their best backcourt defensive player. So there was already a standard that Klay kind of set for being that second scorer on the team. And Jordan Poole just being the second leading scorer that previous season, it didn't really mean that much in the finals because the second best player in crucial moments in those finals was Andrew Wiggins. So when you factor in all these things, just him being lazy, kind of putting on a show not to play defense, and just him being expensive with the new CBA kicking in, and there's also chemistry issues with arguments. You see Draymond Green punched him in the face and just little petty back and forths. The Warriors had to ask themselves last season, knowing the new CBA coming through, do we want to be locked into this? Because at some point, the Warriors are going to be married to Jordan Poole once the 2024-25 season kicked in, and they would also have to spend money renewing Draymond Green's contract. So this team could have easily been over $220 million over the cap, with no way of making trades, no way of trading people and matching salaries. They would have had frozen draft picks. They would have had limited draft picks to send away in trades. There's just so many limitations for teams that are designed like the Golden State Warriors. So Jordan Poole, even though he signed a fresh new contract last season, when you look at the new CBA and just some of the internal issues going on with the team and just some of the on-court issues with him just having really what the fuck moments, you kind of begin to understand why he's now on the Wizards. And they sent him over to the Wizards for almost nothing. So that says a lot. But hey, in this league, the money is the only thing that's guaranteed, boy.